Hey guys, let us get connected. We need this. I've just been lighting this and it's just been giving so much clearing and just so much breath to the energy this week. It's like there's a lot going on. Stuff is trying to clear, but we're also being pulled in maybe a lot of directions, and our minds are really busy. I think our minds are really busy this week. I would like to do some major Mercury placements through Gemini. We have a new moon in Gemini. We just had a Jupiter Trine Pluto moment, which is a really big deal. I'm trying to light this a little bit. Like one of those weeks you could just like bathe in this stuff, you know? What do you think here? Alrighty. Thought I'd do something fun with you guys today. I just want to check and see if my earphones are plugged in. It doesn't feel like they are, so let's just double check that. All is good. We are well connected. Hi, my name is Stephanie. If it's your first time watching here on YouTube, thank you for being here. I am an astrologer who intuitively weaves the story of your birth chart in a session together. I use astrology in a lot of ways, but particularly I'm using it through YouTube and the cards to communicate the energy of the week, the energy of the day, just channel messages for you guys that you need to hear. And I think the cards for me are really great ways to convey both clarity of astrology that I sometimes find is a little bit hard to digest, and also the way that a session works together when we do a session. It's very in flow and very intuitive. So today I wanted to try something different. So I have 3 cards in front of me and I want you to choose one card. And once you've had that card chosen, what I'm going to do after is I'm going to pull a further story for each card to tell you a little bit about what this week's energy, the message is for you, okay? So these are the 3 cards. So this is card 1, this is card 2, and this is card 3. So which card speaks to you? And I'll give you a minute just to kind of tune in and feel the energy of each card. And choose which one speaks to you. Just let it come to you intuitively. All right, so now again, let me just say it one more time. This was card 1, this was card 2, and this is card 3, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you the cards, and then I'm gonna pull a story. So obviously I'm gonna start with card 1. So for card 1, we have the 6 of materials. So for those of you who felt the most connected to card 1, this is one of the messages for you, 6 of materials. This is something that there has been a moment of clarity or a little bit of a light for you. in something that you're trying to bring to life, in something that you're manifesting, or where you're feeling like your action steps are towards a goal, you're starting to kind of get a little bit of movement in the right direction from the steps just before, which maybe felt a little bit like you were stuck or like you were fighting really hard for something. I would like to get more of a story for you on this. This is a beautiful card, however. It's very promising. It's very in tune with the feminine energy for you this week. And I would say that that connects a little bit of joy, a lot of joy, but also just a little bit of fulfillment in the sense that maybe you surrendered or leaned in a direction that you didn't anticipate. And as a result of doing that, you saw results, so you're celebrating. Let's get a little bit more of a story on card 1 for folks. What are we looking at? What is the message for card 1? What is the message for card 1? Let's see. Beautiful. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from here for you, and I'm going to pull a card from my astrology deck for you. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So the cards that came up for you are the 6 of Emotions. So in another deck, this would be the 6 of Cups. We have the Empress reversed. And we have the Wheel is here also reversed. And Aries is reversed. So this does feel like it's a moment, a brief pause in the energy that you've been in. I really feel like you've been considering a lot of your options, which is very in tune this week with all of that busy Gemini energy. Initiation. You've been initiating things, you've been going for things, and you haven't been seeing the results that your mind wants to see. And as a result of that, you felt extremely stuck. But there is something like a break in the stagnancy that came about for you. And as a result of that, you have gotten the opportunity to reconnect with something that feels extremely joyful and has this sort of like opportunity. I loved that both of these 2 cards are in the 6s for you. This is a 12, so this is a 3 card. So this is something that is a little bit of like, not a full new beginning, but there is sort of like a little bit of a pivot, a new direction that things have gone into. I think the cards are really suggesting that you tune in a little bit more to where you're spinning your wheels, trying to consider all your options and maybe choose the perfect option, or maybe you're not even sure which direction to go in. It feels like it's a lot of that, like you're overthinking things, you're not sure. The cards are showing us that you are a little bit disconnected from your inner world and your intuition and the joy in the moment that you have right now. And I feel like emotional saying it for you guys. The joy in the moment that you have right now is a big clue, a big indicator in the direction that you need to go in. So where you have received some sort of a blessing around probably this Jupiter energy that just moved into Gemini, you have connected with joy that feels very, very meaningful and is very connected to an important sensation for you, like a feeling that brought up something that you've been working towards, but also connects you to what your true joy feels like. This is a huge clue in the direction that you need to move in. You need to get out of your own way and stop considering like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? You know the right way and you're a little bit disconnected from that. So use the momentum of the moment that has proven itself to be really insightful around what it can feel like to have fulfillment in a way that maybe you didn't anticipate. And as a result of that, you will have more energy and more momentum on your side to keep in the direction of where you need to go around this thing. This is something that is very connected to you. This is something that you are in pursuit of, I would say, on your own terms. It's not something that you're collaborating on with someone else, at least not at this stage. And it's something that I think could be very, very successful. It's got an almost like you're almost there energy, like this little U-turn, this, not even a U-turn, the sort of like fork in the road plot twist has connected you with an important feeling. The feeling that you have right now is more important to the success at the end or the result than you are imagining. So use this Gemini, that's then what's in your head, I mean. So use this Gemini energy this week for the new moon and all of like Mercury just making all of these touch points, like Venus, Jupiter. What else is it touching this week? I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyways, and there's also this new moon in Mercury ruled Gemini. So it's just like busy, 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 busy. And in this busy momentum and energy, you are also very much in your head through it. So pause, reset, consider the celebrate where this kind of feeling, what has evoked in you. It's very, very critical and very important to where you can go next. Very interesting. So I'm excited for you guys. I am excited for you guys. So that wraps up card 1. Let's see what we have for messages for card 2 here, my loves. There we go. Okay, so card 2, you guys had the 2 of materials reversed. It's card 2. So this is something that, again, we're in very Gemini energy here. You were weighing both options. You were looking at 2 sides of a situation, dancing with 2 options that are very, very meaningful to you, and you considered to be very important, and it feels like you've fallen short on taking the perhaps right decision in this. So let's see what the cards have to say for folks on card 2. What is the storyline this week for folks with card 2? How are we feeling? What messages do they need to hear? The 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Materials. What is happening for card 2? Okay. There's a relationship here. A cycle that's ending. So this is something that hasn't come to... this is something that is leaving you in a transformed space. We have the 8 of Emotions that's here. We have the 7 of Emotions that's here. And we have the Queen of Voices that's reversed. So the transformation, the part of you that knows this moment was sort of like inevitable, that it needed to happen, is feeling a little bit jolted from this energy. It's important that you know that this 8 of Cups that's here, this 8 of Emotions that's here, is inviting you to consider this a break in a routine, a break in where you were headed. It's very healing and very cathartic for you. We have the 6th house card here. This card suggests that this was like a habit, a routine, something that maybe really needed to transform and to go, and you were considering your options in what your new day-to-day could look like, what your life could look like beyond the comfort of this, even your physical well-being, honestly, with that 6th house card there and material energy, your emotional input in this. It really just 1 + 1 wasn't equaling 2, I would say. It does feel like there's a little bit of like, did I see this coming? That feels like maybe there was something that you didn't anticipate, and you feel like maybe you could have done more, maybe you could have said more, maybe, you know, you're blaming yourself and you're living in your head and your mind around this a lot. This is a new cycle. This is a new cycle for you. We need to walk away from the patterns that were not serving us and walk bravely and courageously towards the result that was presented with us. The defeat and the disappointment that you have around perhaps inaction, perhaps your inaction, perhaps feeling like a decision was made for you, or you didn't have the upper hand in a situation. It's not to your demerit. It's actually something that really needed to happen. There's a silver lining in this. This again is the Jupiter energy that is bringing us stuff. But Pluto here, Queen of Voices, I can't help but feel like this card's depiction is a very Pluto energy. It's like she knows the way forward. She knows what to trust. She knows how to trust her power and potency to transform and turn something into what it needs to be for her, but she's questioning herself right now, and you're feeling extremely vulnerable. The amount of emotion in this could be romantically related, but it feels like it's something work related for you. Like you've just been defeated in your workspace. There was something that just didn't pan out the way that you had hoped. And I think the way that you were hoping was not what was your best kind of course. I think life intercepted here and not took the high road, but like gave you an alternative course of action that was extremely important for your well-being and for your future. So it's really important right now that you trust and that you walk towards the new cycle. consider this new moon in Gemini like the cusp of a new beginning for you. So whatever you had to release, whatever didn't work out the way and it's leaving you feeling a little bit like that person kind of got the best of me, or, you know, that person got something that was unfairly theirs. And I'm questioning myself in this dynamic right now. Like, don't question yourself. It's not you. It's not that you weren't enough. It's just that there was kind of something that you weren't seeing for the full picture. This is a very important detail. So the sixth house card is all about details too. So your second card of people, the two of materials, something that didn't materialize the way that you had anticipated is leaving you questioning yourself, and this has nothing to do with you. This has to do with a higher course of action that is destined for you and that had to intervene in this situation. So sit in the discomfort, don't question yourself, and consider this Gemini new moon a new beginning for you in that regard. I hope that feels supportive. Let me know if you have any questions on that. So card 3, we had the Tower card reversed for you guys. This is a moment of deep instability. Something has broken. Something has come apart. It's also reversed. So the fact that this card was reversed probably means that you're very uncomfortable around it. It feels like it's career related. You didn't anticipate it, which is never fun, you know? And I think Jupiter in that context can really make it feel like you're just out of touch, you know, right now. So let's get a full storyline for those of us working with the Tower card as card 3. What is the story for them? Let's go. Okay, there's something that you really had your heart on that you wanted to bring to life. Are you being honest with yourself? Here we go. The Star card just jumped. So the Star card is here. This situation has left you feeling like you've missed out on a huge opportunity. The Moon is here. Beautiful card. I actually have chills. These are huge cards that came up. So card 3 people, you guys, I would say out of the 3 are going through something that is by far and wide feeling the most triggering. This is a tough moment for you guys. The 10th house card is here in the astrology deck, and that was a jump card. There were a lot of jump cards in this. Neptune is reversed, so this is like very in conjunction with, actually that's the other planet that Mercury is aspecting. So your dreams, you feel defeated around your dreams around this. It feels like the missed opportunity has just kind of totally set you back or put you aside in the grand scheme of things, and I can guarantee you that this isn't true. This is a plot twist. This is something that had to happen for you to move in a direction that you never would have moved in. With the Tower card here, we're talking about your ego reversed like this. It's staying stuck in what could have been, what should have been, what I was owed, what I worked for. You got to get out of that energy, because this happened for you to reset your course of action in a very pivotal moment, like halfway through the year during this like extremely busy week energetically. Also on the heels of that Jupiter Trine Pluto. So the opportunities for things to break down in order for them to come together better, or like they could not be more peak right now. They could not be more peak. The 7 of Cups, the 7 of Emotions is here, which was also there for card 2. It's here for card 3, but it's reversed in card 3 in the instance of card 3. So I want you guys to know that this relationship where you maybe feel cheated, you maybe feel like something wasn't fair that happened, I don't think that's the full picture. I don't think that's the full picture. I think you're really in your feelings right now of what success should have looked like for you. And it seems like the storyline has nothing to do with that. So I think for you, you're still going to be the rising star. You're still going to be the rising star. There is still an opportunity to come up and rise from the ashes from this, but you've got to position yourself as a phoenix who is going to be chasing opportunity, hit the ground running. You really don't want to stay in the muck of this. Can I get, just because this is so powerful, can I get another card for the third card people? The third card people. Can I get another card explaining what the next direction is? Look at that. A full cycle. You guys are going to find yourselves with an opportunity to move in the direction that you need to go in after. Something is coming your way. Definitely. This is like a cycle is closing, and you are going to find inspiration through this kind of downfall, through this moment of not feeling like you landed where you were supposed to. You will rise again, and you will have the upper hand, I promise you. I'm just going to pull one more card from this just to see a little bit of like what we can get astrologically for you guys. There we go. We have the third house of community. So I think there's something to be said about relying on your network. The people around you who are supporting you, they are going to be your tag team in this sense of like, I can make a thing happen, even though I was skirted in this scenario, even though I feel like I missed out on something, even though something fell apart that I was really hoping to find success in. And I'm really sitting in my feelings about this. Allow your feelings to be there though through this new moon, but a very interesting plot twist for you guys. So that is for the third card, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for watching this. Let me know what you thought of this pick a card sort of moment. And if you have any questions, feedback, comments are welcome, of course. Wishing you a really beautiful new moon in Gemini this week. There's a lot of energy this week out there just to keep us kind of spinning our wheels, or kind of maybe taking a back seat and watching things unfold before we decide which course of action to take. Don't take this week too much to heart. It's just, it's a pivot, it's an invitation, it's a glance into what's going to be in the future. But this week isn't the be all end all, even though it does feel extremely transformative, and there is something this week that is keeping us feeling frustrated and stuck and just like moving through things that just aren't comfortable. The lull, the discomfort, the pause, the setbacks, all of that is actually yielding just a redirection. It's a really important moment to just kind of put one foot in front of the other and be in the situations that life has handed us and just trust our process. We've got to trust. And I think that's why the moon card is here in a big way for you, card of 3 people. So thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and come over and say hello on Instagram or TikTok. Thanks so much. Bye.